All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, welcome on a Tuesday afternoon. How's everybody doing? Could be Tuesday evening where you are, and then we'll get Aussie to join us on Wednesday morning, as he always does, wakes up to KrissPax Live. Welcome everyone. We got a lot to talk about today. We got Dogecoin over 19 cents. Yes, 19. Beginning a recovery. It's going to be a long road, I think, but somebody else thinks it's much shorter, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that in just a few minutes. Somebody thinks Dogecoin is about to take off. We're going to show that here, and then I'm going to follow up in more detail tomorrow morning in my video tomorrow morning, because it's worth looking at where those numbers are coming from. But right now, we are still riding the high of the House of Doge and the strategic Dogecoin reserve and what that is, how it's different than the Bitcoin reserve, which a lot of other people are picking up now. But of course, I was the first one to say it because I said it even before there was a House of Doge. I was saying a Dogecoin strategic reserve doesn't make sense because you don't want to just hodl the Doge, you want to use it. And that it would only make sense if you created something where Dogecoin could actually be used. I didn't think about the liquidity pool. That was new to me. I didn't see that coming, but House of Doge did, and they understand in order to have worldwide transactions on a huge scale, it's got to be quick. It's got to be quick. And that was the kicker I hadn't thought about, but House of Doge did. So we start here today over 19 cents. Good start. Bitcoin versus the NASDAQ. See, someone just said, they're like, what's Bitcoin doing, right? Bitcoin's like struggling to get over 88,000, and essentially, Bitcoin's like 0.5% up, right? 0.5% up today. And the NASDAQ is up 0.5%. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. NASDAQ up 0.5%, Bitcoin up 0.5%. And this FX article is like Bitcoin versus NASDAQ, the index correlation is up to 70%. That means 70% of the time, Bitcoin now is trading like the NASDAQ. So volatility is gone for Bitcoin now, but we know what Doge can do. We know what Dogecoin can do. So we start with that. Dogecoin flips Cardano. That happened the other day. We've got Doge at number 8, $28.3 billion in market cap. Cardano is now 26.3. We are now ahead by over $2 billion over Cardano, as over the past 7 days, Dogecoin is now up 15% and Cardano 7.5%. So outperforming Cardano 2-1. Solana is up 16%. Bitcoin 7%. So Doge Bitcoin trading pair, Doge doing better over the past 7 days. So that's where we start. Will Dogecoin reserve launch? Will it help or hurt the Dogecoin price? Well, it ain't going to hurt it, is it? It's not going to hurt it. Not at all, as we see Dogecoin trading up and holding very well right now. We'll see if we can keep 19 cents support here. kind of feel it might drift down back into the 18s. We typically see that kind of happen for Doge. But last night, even though Doge did drift down, the Asian market did pump it back up. That's right. We had from the live stream yesterday, we had a dip last night, and then the Asian market bought it up. So if we have another one of these dips after the live stream tonight, Asian market just might buy it back up again. Higher highs, higher lows. That is good. That is good. How high will Dogecoin surge in April 2025? Interesting. So Watcher Guru is like, well, the market trend has been volatile, but we have Dogecoin seeing a slight uptick, and it is a slight uptick, guys. I mean, we're zooming in and we're looking at this. You go out to the 4-hour chart, though, and we're like, yeah, that looks pretty good, right? That's a nice move, as predicted by Kriss, right? That white arrow, right? Breaking out of our triangle. But you go to the daily and you're like, like little green candles. Little green candles here on the daily. We got a long ways to go. We've got a long ways to go to get up to where we were back at the beginning of March, which was over 20 cents. 21 cents up to 24 cents is where we traded. We need to get back up there. So again, I don't just look zoomed in. I do zoom out and look at the bigger picture and see where we are. But this is nice. I'll take it. 19 cents. So the world's largest meme cryptocurrency is Dogecoin, and Doge is starting to pick up. We had a notable spike over the past few days. Throughout the past 24 hours, Dogecoin recorded a spike of nearly 5%. Doge was trading at 18.5 when they wrote this article. Of course, we're now over 19. This has restored confidence in the Doge market that had been moving rather slowly during the month of March. But now we are seeing that turnaround happen thanks to the Dogecoin Foundation and the House of Doge. So what does this mean for April? We're going to get an early sneak peek of April before I do my April price prediction video, which is a week away. But these guys looked at CoinCodex, and CoinCodex is saying, you know, Dogecoin might rise as high as 65 cents. 65? This would represent a 255% difference from the current price. That would be on the high side. And I'm like, 65 cents? What? And so I dug into it a little more, because that's what I do. Dogecoin price prediction. Will Doge lead the next meme rally? That's the big news, right? Will it lead the next big meme rally? Because we do see some others like Bonk trading very well. But is Dogecoin really going to be the one that's going to lead the rally? And according to these guys, yes. Doge price prediction, something every meme coin lover has Googled. We all want to know, does Doge have another run? Dogecoin, it's had wild highs, it's had sleepy lows, but lately it took a little nap. We were patient, but it looks like these numbers are looking pretty tasty. So let's go into it. This is CoinCodex. They have this prediction model. And again, I'm going to go in a lot more detail on this tomorrow morning. But for you guys that are here at the live stream, you get a sneak peek at my video tomorrow. Dogecoin price prediction. Not only 2025, but 2026 to 2030. They've got it all. But of interest here is the short-term price targets. The short-term price targets. March 25th. That's today. 19.2. Tomorrow, 24.1. That's pretty good. How about Thursday? 26.1. How about Friday? 44.4. Saturday, also 44.4. They're saying this week, Doge is going to go crazy, and we're going to see 44-cent Doge by the end of the week. What do you guys think of that? I'm like, okay, we can do that. I'll go with that. But then they continue. We go to the next Sunday, 45 cents. Monday, 52 cents. Next Tuesday, still 52. Next Wednesday, 46. Next Thursday, 42. But then we have a dip down to 36. By April 7th, we're back in the 40s. And then by April 12th, 49 cents. April 13th, 52 cents. 54 cents. 63 cents. 77 cents. 78 cents. 78 cents. And then by April 19th, we've got 84-cent Dogecoin. Extremely bullish. Exactly. I'm your fave. That is extremely bullish. I'm just reporting what other people are saying here. Like tomorrow morning, I'm going to take a deeper dive into this. But wow. Yeah, Javier. I'm not so sure about that either. But 84 cents. The day before 420, 84-cent Doge. And then Doge starts to fall off, 76, 68, 65, 64. That's what they're saying for April. They'll say, yeah, Jason, I'll take some 84-cent Doge as well. I'm not buying it. I might be selling it, though. 84-cent Dogecoin. So there's something going on there. Again, I just found this out. I just saw this, so I'm like, I need to take another look at this. And so tomorrow morning's video is going, yeah, DB, maybe 83. No, T, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not. You can't take me seriously about that stuff, dude. Yeah, did Ali make this? Where are they getting their information from? Well, that's going to be tomorrow morning's video. I'm going to dive into this. They also look at the rest of the year where they're actually looking at, again, average, the max price. You know, this is messed up because they say it's going to be 84 cents in March and April is going to be 68. Yet in detail, that 84 cents is actually April. So they got a little problem here with lining up their costs. But then they said 46 cents in May, 39 cents in June, 46 in July, 38 in August, and then down back to 31 cents by November and December. 2026, it's in the 20s and then back into the teens a year from now, just over a year from now. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of like 2026. 2027, still nothing going on. 2028, still in the 20s. But then all of a sudden, in November of 2028, we jump up to 58 cents. We jump up to 60 cents. And into 2029, what do we hit? $1.61. April 2029. $1.69 or $1.61. So we'll see about all that. But again, I just saw this, thought I would share it with you guys. I'll do a video about it tomorrow. We'll dive into more of where these numbers are coming from. But that's what they are talking. Of course it's trash, Stephen. A lot of stuff I cover is trash. Doesn't mean I say that's what's going to happen. I just cover things related to Dogecoin. This is the news. This is out there. This is what this site is saying about Dogecoin. Doesn't mean at all what's going to happen. But this is what it's saying. So what else is going on with the memes? Well, we got Bonk. So Bonk rallied 35% and like nobody noticed, right? Nobody noticed what was going on with Bonk. So we take a look at the Bonk chart and we're like, huh, look what Bonk is doing. It's pretty bullish for Bonk. Pretty bullish. Bonk looking good. So there's a meme that is trading well. Doge trading better in the short term than more immediate what Bonk was doing, because of course Bonk doesn't have anything else going for it right now other than Solana trading well. So Bonk trades well. But Doge has something behind it. Dogecoin strategic reserve, what the house of Doge is building, is big, and we're seeing that by the buying of Dogecoin, and we're seeing it also with establishing higher lows, so that as we see these dips happening from Saturday, right, into Sunday, every dip is higher. Every one of these is higher, 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 right? So it's holding on the dips, higher and higher and higher, just stair-stepping up. We have not had a big pullback yet for 4 days. For 4 days, we have not had a lower low. That trend is going to break. It always does, but when is it going to break? This last one was 19 cents up here. That is bullish. That is bullish, guys. And not only that, but I mean, this is like parabolic. Look at that. Look at that trend. Bullish. So that's what we got. And Dogecoin, as I've been saying, Dogecoin has the ability to go on these kinds of runs, unlike most other cryptocurrencies. Most cryptos do not trade like this, but Doge can at any time. And we were saying the other day, it's like, are you going to be swing trading Dogecoin? If you were, you would have been out of Doge back here at 18 cents, probably down here. And you'll be waiting for a big dip that never happened to buy back in, which is why I say I do not swing trade Dogecoin, because then you're chasing at a higher price. So that's what we've got going on. And this is bullish. It's very bullish. So people want to accuse me of being a permabull, and I can say, well, even when the price was going down, I was still positive, and I was like, guys, this bull market isn't over yet. And this is what we're seeing, is good trading up now over the past 4 days. Dogecoin moving up. Higher lows, higher highs. That's what we like to see. So is this going to continue overnight tonight? That's the question. We're going to get up into the mid-19s and maybe start touching 20 cents. That will be a good recovery. And the other thing I like about this, it isn't just a huge God candle, like green candle straight up. No, this is stair-stepping, right? Which is kind of a slower and steadier growth and steadier move up. I like that better. Well, congratulations, Paul. You swing traded and made a ton of money. We're all proud of you. Congratulations. But many times with Dogecoin, you'll do a swing trade and you'll miss out. And this is exactly the situation we have now. Because if you sold your Doge down at 17, 18 cents, it's now 19 cents. Good, you made your money down there, but you don't have the Doge now because you sold it. That's just the way it is. 50 cents and I'm out. Kevin, that's your price target. Good luck. I will never be out of Dogecoin. I will never be out. Pepito says, go Dogecoin. Javier says, Dogecoin likes April and May. CoinCodex is now thinking April is going to be pretty good. Marino, we just look at CoinCodex predictions, and they're a lot higher than 25 and 30 cents before the summer. Imre is a Bitcoin fan, Bitcoin to the moon, but we're not talking about Bitcoin right now. We're talking about Dogecoin. Yeah, and CoinCodex predictions could be total trash. That's fine. Oh. What about Trump's stable coin? The World Liberty Finance, right? Making a stable coin. I don't know what that's going to mean yet. Trump is busy. It's going to do NFTs on the crypto.com platform next. So we'll see. We better hit $2 this year, or what happens? What happens if we don't? You got to be ready. You got to have your contingency plan. Bonk is bonkers, but bonk can go on a run, particularly if Solana is going on a run as well. Francisco says 78 cent Dogecoin price target. That would be a new all-time high. I think a lot of people would accept that. Many want to see $1. Right now, I'd like to see $1 just so I can have the party, because I've been talking about it for so long. That would be fun. Frank says, hey, the Doge effect is real. Doge makes good memories. Remember when Doge was cheap? We do. And a lot of the bears were predicting Doge to be cheap again, but that's not happening. Not happening. We're the Dogians, Art Scholar, the Dogians. And I have said, we are early. And now others are starting to come in. This is what can happen with Dogecoin. It starts getting some momentum. More and more start buying it, and it could become FOMO. That could be coming. And maybe that's what CoinCodex is looking at, is some huge FOMO run right up till April 19th. What's my minimum stash? Good question. I don't know, probably 200,000 I would just keep. I have to take a little more profit by next April to pay capital gains taxes on my 2025 crypto profits. Doge Day is April 20th every year, April 20th. So that is the next one. Vance, holding on for the long ride. Take some as it goes, never all. That's what I'm looking at. I have to look into this, Kumar. What is CoinCodex using? I'm going to dig into that. And tomorrow morning in my video, I'm going to cover that. It's like, what are they using as for their prediction model? Very curious. Given the latest pullback, have you changed your predicted peak price? Nope, I haven't, Julia. Still the same. Now we're getting closer to my 26-cent price prediction for the end of March. That could still happen, but getting up over $1 in the fall, still in the cards. Jordani, I didn't need to sell my Doge bag to do the house closing costs or down payment. Awesome. Got to keep the Doge. And that's what I was saying too. It's like, I'm going to keep as much Doge as possible. I'm going to sell everything else, but I'm going to keep as much Doge as possible for my house buying. Dustin, you did it. You converted your XRP to Doge. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it feel good to not have any more XRP? I saw another article today of someone just trashing XRP. And I'm just like, yeah, but I'm not going to like get into the details with these guys. But XRP, there are a lot of challenges there. I will leave it at that. Well, yeah, chat, what do you guys think this week? Where's Doge going to go? We will do a poll. We will do a poll. What will Dogecoin price be by Friday? Less than 18 cents. I'll just do that. 18. 19 to 20 cents. 21 to 23 cents. 24 cents or higher. All right, we'll see what you guys think. We got a poll in the chat. Let's see what you guys think Dogecoin will be by Friday. Everybody, vote in the poll. I want to see 200 votes. Come on. We have over 200 people in the stream. Let's see 200 votes. Where do you guys think Dogecoin is going to be by Friday? We're sitting here Tuesday now, just over 19 cents. We've just gone on a nice 15% run over the past 7 days. Where are we going to go? So vote in the chat. Good question, peace and love. Good question. I got 10,000 Doge chopped up when we hit the bottom, swapped to USDC. Yeah, USDC isn't getting you very far. Doge makes memories. Will needs Bitcoin to go to 100K. It will. I believe it will. Dogecoin is moving faster, though, than Bitcoin. And that's what I have been predicting is Dogecoin outperforming Bitcoin. It's moving on a run again. Luis grabbed 250 worth at 17 cents. Realistic price. I know, Marino. I get it. What's the catalyst? It's what's happening now. Strategic Dogecoin reserve. House of Doge. Just the building of support for Dogecoin. Vance just bought more because why not? XRP, you're up $5. That was good enough. Your preacher, Drip, your preacher preaches about Doge on Sundays. Huh, interesting. That would be great to see like a video clip of that, right? Like Dogecoin in the church. Easter Sunday is 420 this year. Interesting. Could be quite the day. Could be quite the day. Well, If you think it's going to be $1 million, Christoph, then your answer would be the last one, 24 or greater. So that's what you would vote if you could think it's going to be $1 million. Liberation Day is 1 week away. Just about 1 week away to Liberation Day. I think the fear of the tariffs has already kind of been priced in now. So I think the stock market is going to be doing okay next week. Drip says, I think it'll push up 20 cents. Hover there to see what the sentiment of the market is. Hey, Joe, how are you? Reminding everybody to hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button. We're halfway there. We've got 100 votes. So need the other half of you to vote in the poll. See what you guys think. You have to wait for your next paycheck, Will. Sometimes it works out that way. Doge needs to stop digging holes, start climbing mountains. Yeah, well, we need Bitcoin also to comply and go higher as well, somewhat. If Bitcoin goes up, Dogecoin follows and goes higher. True, but Dogecoin can also go on a run on its own based on its news, its own catalyst. And we certainly had that yesterday. So that was good to see. But yeah, with Bitcoin doing this little spike here and then the last 15 minutes dropping back down, that does mean we get a red candle on Doge. James thinks we're going to see Doge in the 60s by the mid-year. What's going on with Robinhood tomorrow? Tomorrow or Thursday, I think they're just going to be broadcasting some new features. It's more toward Robinhood Gold. I'm not interested in being live to hear it. I'll wait till it's done and then they'll bombard me with notices about what the changes are. So I'm not worried. Now that would be good, Dr. V. Yes. You have a collection plate with a QR code in it. Yes. QR code. The MyDoge wallet QR code is right there in the collection plate. Donate Doge to the church. That's pretty good. Yeah, Christoph. $1 million Doge dance. Hey, if Doge went crazy, I mean, it's not going that high, but if it did go like really, really high, like many dollars, I would probably figure out that dance and I would do it. You're dreaming about the no tax on crypto. I think, Javier, that's going to be something that's going to come much later. They're worried, they're concentrating on the upfront stuff, taxes they have time to work out. More House of Doge news. Dogecoin Core 114.10 is coming soon. All good. Yes, Doge flipped ADA again. Charles is not happy that the pet rock. Yes, he once called Dogecoin a pet rock. Is now higher again than his beloved Cardano in market cap. Dogecoin has proven itself as a coin with a future. Never underestimate the power of Dogecoin. Agreed. Bruce, I agree with you as well. House of Doge is doing way too many reposts, although I don't mind when they repost my tweets. But Way too many. Yeah. More of their own posts would be appreciated. Yeah, when are they going to do more? They said this was an initial purchase. A monthly thing would be awesome. I'd love to see. I mean, Michael Saylor, right, with Strategy B, right, the former MicroStrategy, publishes every time he makes a new Bitcoin purchase. And that's pretty much monthly, sometimes weekly. So yes, we want to see House of Doge do its thing and publicize it. And there was a lot of stuff online today about asking House of Doge to publish their wallet. There are people who are just doubters, right? They're just doubters. It's like, prove it. Prove to us that you bought all that Dogecoin. Show us your wallet. I don't think they have to do that. But there are many who say, show us. Show us the wallet. Show us the millions of Doge that you bought. So I don't know. That's up to them. How transparent do they want to be on that side? I'm not worried about it, but some people are. Matt asks, do you think the strategic Bitcoin reserve will ever join forces with the Dogecoin reserve? Nope, I don't. The Dogecoin reserve is just House of Doge providing liquidity, has nothing to do with the US government, will not be the same. If Bitcoin goes to 120K, then Doge will go to all-time high. Well, if we're just talking even Steven here, right? That means Bitcoin would have to go up 25,000, so about 40%. If Dogecoin went up 40%, it would not be all-time high. It would be back to about 33 cents, maybe 32 cents. Long ways to go. But if Doge gets on a run and the FOMO kicks in, DB thinks sideways. We tend to do that, right? You get the nice momentum like we've seen, and then we just kind of drift sideways for a bit. Welcome, Lucifer. Kevo, you think House of Doge is no? CB Doge is I know who that guy is. He's cool. He's doing his own thing. Mostly, I mean, if there was ever an Elon bootlicker, right? It's CB Doge. So yeah, that's not House of Doge. But there is a MyDoge. There's some collaboration thing going on. I mean, House of Doge is talking about using SuchPay. MyDoge is its own app. I don't know how that's all going to work together or not. We'll see. Good night, Lucifer. I can picture it right now. We're 5 years in the future. I just bought some groceries at Kroger with my Doge card. Life is good. I need to get back over 1 million Doge. I would love to, AJ. I just can't do that right now, unfortunately. So I've got about 450,000 Dogecoin now. And I'm going to be sitting on that number for a little bit because I got bills to pay. I don't know if they bought OTC or on an exchange. They did not say how they bought the Doge. I don't know. But you're correct. A lot of buying of Bitcoin, particularly for all those ETFs, is all OTC, has no effect on the price of Bitcoin. Yep, Doug, that's what we're seeing right now. Dogecoin up more than Bitcoin and XRP. And we see that on green days a lot. Lock in, give it a few more months. Elon should post. Elon's doing his Department of Government Efficiency thing. He's a little busy. Little busy. Okay, Zach, you can have that fear. I do not. I do not. It's short-term thinking. Consumer confidence is slowly coming back. Price of eggs is back down. Price of gas is going lower. It's really the Democrats that are screaming and yelling about the tariffs that are causing the FUD. If you watch those news programs, right, you're going to hear that. I'm not worried. If you sell Doge now and you get back in a year, it could be a lot higher. I know, the lost city of gold, right? Fave, I'm just like, it's a Robinhood thing, marketing their Robinhood Gold program. That's all. Just marketing. Somebody came up, oh, let's call it the lost city of gold. Whatever. I'll read about it once it's out there. Because like I said earlier, I'm going to get bombarded with emails, texts on X, and every time you log into the app, there's going to be these new little notifications about the lost city of gold and Robinhood Gold and all. Oh, whatever. Zach, right? We had the pullback. We talked about it. Now it's recovery. Hey, but if you think it's going to go lower, then good for you. Yep. Consumer confidence not coming back. The reports just came out. No, you must be watching some CNN poll or MSNBC poll, right? The reports I'm seeing are consumer confidence is coming back. Inflation is coming down. Support for President Trump, even by CNN's standards, is going up. So yeah, but if you think a recession is coming, you can go live in a cave for a year and then come back. And there's your prediction, 5-cent Dogecoin. Okay, now we know where Zach stands. Zach is our resident bear today. It is, Zach, and we showed it again and again and again in past bull markets, pullbacks of Bitcoin and Dogecoin, but yet turned around and then went higher. But hey, you do you. Good luck. Good luck. I'd rather watch the new Snow White movie than CNN. I can't even turn it on. I just can't. I can't believe I used to watch that channel. I'm certainly not watching the Snow White movie. As soon as it was announced, I was like, nope. We just lost 19 cents and we just got it back. Patience. Patience. You can hold some cash, but be doing something with it. Put it on Robinhood and Robinhood Gold and get your 4%, or buy USDC on Coinbase and get your 4%, 4.25%, whatever. Otherwise, cash just inflates away. Inflation will keep going. Your cash will be worth less and less. So, I know, Javier. That's the volatility of crypto. Actually, over the past week, I've made money, Zach. I've made money. So there. I bought more Doge at 15.6 cents. Now we're at 19 cents. I've made money. Granted, we did have a larger pullback. There's no question about that, dude. But if that pullback is going to shake you out of Doge, good luck to you, man. You're not going to make it. Not in crypto. You're not going to make it. But good luck to you. Live in your hovel for a year and come back and you'll see. XRP SEC appeal closed at 50 million. So XRP is going to pay a fine, like a $50 million. And then the countersuit and all that is dropped. That's good for them. Doge are us. Yeah, I don't know about Elon, Frank. Again, he's very busy doing other things between Tesla, SpaceX, and government efficiency stuff. He doesn't have time for Dogecoin. I get that. If we did not have the House of Doge formation and that going on, Doge would be hurting. We got our 200 votes in our poll. So 41% of you think we'll be up to 21 cents, between 21 and 23 cents by Friday. So more bulls than bears. There's 10%, like our friend Zach, who thinks Doge will be less than 18. Or 18 or less, I should say. Gamba, you took profits, bought at 15, sold at 19.2. Buy bonds. Hey, everybody, look at what Zach says. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Zach says to buy bonds. Doesn't that make you excited? Don't you want to buy a bunch of bonds? That's the most exciting thing in investment. Bonds. Let's all buy bonds. Oh, man. Bonds. We are finally going up now. I don't think there's any point in going back. Not to 5 cents, that's for sure. Now, I said, will we have pullbacks? Sure. But man, bonds. Christian, like 50-cent Doge. Like and subscribe, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see about rate cuts. I don't know what the Fed's going to do. But again, we've got like a month and a half before the next Fed meeting. So it's going to be a while. Zach, your ability to look at a chart and state the obvious is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But I wasn't buying Dogecoin 3 months ago. I was actually selling. If you've been around here and you've been watching me, I took profits, dude. But you're new here. You don't understand the bigger story. So, patience. Exactly, Jay. Crypto will go up and down, but over time, what does it do? In the big picture, it goes up. Unless you buy some crappy meme token that has absolutely no use and nothing behind it, those many times fade away. So don't be in those. That's all I say. But the trajectory of cryptos over time is up. It's up. And you need patience in order to do that. If you're just concentrating with your blinders on of the past 3 months, you're not going to make it. Go buy your bonds, enjoy your 3% a year, or whatever you're going to get, and you can live your life peacefully and happily in whatever financial position you're in now, because it's not going to change. So I do think we're going to get an alt season, and I think Dogecoin is going to lead it. Dogecoin is going to be the trigger for alt season. That's what I think is going to happen. You were in high school, you were told CNN stands for Communist News Network. A peaceful protest for Doge. That's what we do here. We're very peaceful. Very peaceful. I know. Trump walking around with little X, I think, is hilarious. How manipulated is Doge? Well, I mean, you can say that about all cryptos, right? I would say 75% of the trading of crypto is manipulated. 75% of the trading of crypto is manipulated. It's that other 15%. Retail traders are either selling or they're buying. And that is the time when it overcomes what the market makers and the exchanges are manipulating. And maybe some whales as well. Yeah, XRP, I wouldn't be touching it. I wouldn't be touching it. Up or down, leverage, shorting, I wouldn't touch it. I mean, they get this news and like not much happens. So yeah, be careful about that. Ryan still in 29 cents. I'm pretty confident we're going to get back there. Coin Codex thinks by the end of the month. Hey, I got people to vote in the poll, but not give likes. 200 voted in the poll. Now we're up to 100 likes. But that's pretty weak. $0.15 is on the way, and then we'll go up. So Althaf thinks there's going to be a big dip back to 15-cent Dogecoin. The only way I would see that is if Bitcoin drops below 80K or something, like a huge dip in Bitcoin. But Dogecoin isn't going to do that on its own. Damn Hippie says, if I can make at least 20K from Doge, I'm quitting my job. LOL. Yeah, bonds for everyone. Exactly. I like James Bond. Zach, you do know that I've made $2 million this bull cycle, right? You haven't been here. You're new here, but you don't know that I've already made $2 million. I'm just saying, dude, you got a long way to go. Long way to go. How about some Doge bonds? Yeah, I like that. Let's get the House of Doge to do some Doge bonds. License plate said, who is MJ? Just had jury duty. I spoke about cryptos. Could be on record. Charlotte's got to go. Got to go buy some bonds. Goodbye, everybody. Could get rich with those bonds. I know, right? Bonds. we will ever remember this live stream is when we all decided to sell all of our crypto and go buy bonds. Yeah, it all depends on where you measure from, right? It's where you measure from. He's just looking with his blinders on the past 3 months. But 2 years ago, you could have bought Doge at 6 cents. And now we're 19 cents, 300% profit. That's not bad. You think 23 cents, Merchik? A lot of people thinking Doge is going to go on a much bigger run than that. Pepito says, I want it to go up, so it has to go up. Just will it into being, right? Yeah, where is KrissPax? I have no idea. I don't know where he is. I know. He's not here. I don't know. Hugo says, Dogecoin is a no-brainer. Bet on America, Trump, Elon, and Dogecoin. Not sure you can call Doge a meme anymore. Well, that's the thing, right? Created as a meme, but more and more, it's looking less meme-like. Less meme-like. My parents bought me bonds when I was born at $100. I cashed them in a few years ago for $102. All right. Wow, Kevo, that's awesome. Wow. That is some profit there, isn't it? That is some profit. Bonds. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. So you're saying to buy more. Matt still hasn't sold any Dogecoin. I know you lose out on inflation, Niels, especially now. And tariffs too, right? Oh, tariffs, we're going to make everything go way up. No, it's not. Just if you buy something from another country. So don't do that. Just don't do that. Oh, but if things are made overseas, they'll be a lot cheaper. Not really. No. A lot of advantage to making things here in America if you're an American. But whatever. Power to the people. Dogecoin, the people's currency. Yeah, exactly. Oh, great question, Charlotte. Yeah, Kevo, what are you going to do with that $2? Buy some Dogecoin? Buy some Dogecoin. Hey, James, how are you? Did you hear bonds? Old people in Florida want Cali land. Any for sale? We're talking bonds. Bonds. Came into Boston to watch the hockey championships. Maine looks like it had some good players. I just saw one little clip on the news, on the local sports. Pretty good. I don't really follow that level of hockey, but MSTY? Don't know what that is, Joseph. It's a good dividend stock. bonds, I'm telling you. Man. Crypto gaining interest. Crypto does require patience, investment confidence. I don't know what to say. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Jay, I can't answer that question, dude. Every time I answer that question, it is a trap. You have to decide when you buy Dogecoin. I can only show you what's happening in the charts. I can talk about the news. I can talk about what other people are predicting. You can follow me, or you can follow Zach. That's your choice. I cannot tell you. I do not make recommendations here. Okay? I'm holding a long position, 14 USDT at 18 cents, 30x leverage. 30x at 18. Well, good luck. Again, there's one thing that I don't recommend is trading on leverage, but I hope you make it. Only 10% of the people in the poll think that Doge is going to be 18 cents or lower. So on Friday, that's a low percentage. Hey, SP. We will click it until it goes up. Still have time to buy XRP. I made my profit on XRP, and I still have the little bit of XRP in the KrissPax DCA portfolio, which, again, reminder to those members, if you didn't hear, Sunday is going to be the members only live stream. This Sunday at 4:00 p.m. East Coast time, members only live stream, of which we will be talking about this KrissPax DCA portfolio here, which is now over $27,000. It's going up. And this 75,000 Dogecoin and what we're going to do with that. 75,000 Dogecoin. So, members only on Sunday. Now, if you can't make the live stream, the video will become, or the live stream will become a members only video that you can watch on the replay to get all the information you need. But that is coming. Berry bonds. Berry bonds. S&P has a huge gap left to fill. Once S&P is down, to fill the gap, Bitcoin follows. Okay, you wait for that gap to be filled. I'm not waiting. My bag of Doge is the best thing I have in my portfolio. That's how a lot of people's portfolios look. I would have done a lot better than, instead of buying 26 different cryptocurrencies and having a big diversified portfolio, if I just bought, say, Bitcoin and Dogecoin, I would have made a lot more money. At least $500,000 more I would have made in that 2 years. $500,000 more. But no regrets. No woulda, coulda, shouldas. It is what it is. Still can't see a clean uptrend. I'm not going to look at Peter Thiel. We're just talking Dogecoin here. He's not looking at a Dogecoin chart. I'm looking at a Dogecoin chart. Chicks love the bonds. I know, Jason, right? Be at a bar and say, yeah, I'm buying bonds. And the chicks just flee. Right? They're gone. They are gone. To the moon or to Saturn. Yeah, and some people think I'm an old fart, right? And I'm just like, Dogecoin, not bonds. If I bought bonds, I wouldn't be sitting in this house right now. I'll tell you that. I would not be here. I should rename this stream. It's like bond talk. It's all about bonds. Sell Dogecoin, buy bonds. And we'd have like 1 million people in this live stream. Just change the name. Sell Dogecoin, buy bonds. That's what he said to do. That's what he said to do. Sell your Dogecoin and buy bonds. Oh my God. He makes a lot of sense if you're 80 years old. That was bizarre. Did not expect that. Yes, Matt, somebody else just asked that. I still think we're going to have an alt season. Dogecoin will lead the way. Is that an official prediction? Like everything I say, right? Not financial advice. Buy some beers with my Doge. You can do that in some locations. There's a university bar in Tempe, Arizona. You can buy beers with Doge. There's going to be a lot more of that going on with House of Doge. Probably be able to go to a Toronto Blue Jays game and buy some beer there with Doge. I think that's going to be coming. And it's just going to grow and grow and grow. Dogecoin adoption. Damien, you're playing with fire. Last leg up for a long, huh? What was your leverage? Do a little 5x action. I know $2 is $2, right? Bonds. Orbit, you've got jury duty. You watch the Runaway Jury. You're gonna watch all these jury movies. Get all prepared. Niels, all eyes on bonds. All eyes on bonds. $1 Dogecoin by Christmas time, SP says. Not if it's a bond. But Dogecoin. Good night, Max. Dogecoin. Buy more Doge, obviously. Yeah, what do you think, Hector, huh? So I'm going to do a video tomorrow morning. I'm going to dive into like more of those numbers and where see what I can find out what they're using for their data. Why they think Doge is going to go up so much over the next few weeks. Got to find that out. Yep. Buy Dogecoin, not bonds. Not financial advice, but it's pretty obvious, right? We still up. Go Doge. Maybe there's a bond coin out there. Pepito, Sunday. 4 o'clock. Invest in toilet paper. During COVID, toilet paper was a hot item. There were a lot of people making a lot of money hoarding toilet paper and selling it on a secondary market. They were making big markup on that toilet paper. Remember that? Couldn't get toilet paper in the grocery store. I remember that. Wow. Missed the beginning of the stream, but we'll watch later. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. You just got a signal text from Hexec. Buy more Doge. That is a wild story. That is a really wild story. Using Signal for a group chat about war plans. That's wild. Yep, Jason buys a little Doge every day and is up bigly and is a big stash too. Consistent buying. It wins. It definitely wins. Javier, payday Friday? Well, then you would want Doge to go down until Friday so you can buy in at a lower price. That's what most people say. I'm like, just let it go up. I had bonds in Red Dead Redemption. I died of TB, never saw it die. Well, that's how life goes sometimes, right? That's right, Ryan. You're up Reno area on vacay. Yeah, that's okay, Orbit. That's fine. Maine. I did see it on the local news that Maine was playing in the Hockey East Championship at TD Garden. I put 10,000 on Doge last night. Nice. That was a good time. Good timing there. Nope, he's free to come and go, Charlotte. I mean, he did have some rationale and some explanation. He just kept concentrating on the last 3 months thing. And I would just say, you can pick any crypto for the last 3 months. They were all down. That doesn't mean it keeps going down. That's my point. It doesn't keep going down. And we looked at a lot of cryptos that are down even worse than Dogecoin over the past 3 months. But that's okay. He has his opinion. But at least he did give some explanation, right? Unlike most bears and trolls, he did actually say fear of inflation, coming recession, right? So he had some rationale there, and I give him that. And that's his opinion. So, okay. No regrets, right? Thank you, Sally. Appreciate it. I have no borders. Oh, crypto has no borders, right? I was like, me? No. Yeah, no Peter Thiel. Buy bonds. That was right. That was plastic, right? In The Graduate, it was like plastic. The future is plastic. It'd be like buy bonds. Exactly. Let's go. And Jay, you know, I get it too. You're kind of bearish as well, but I did hear what Zach had to say, and I think he does have a point about recession fears, inflation fears, and all of that. I get that. I just don't see Dogecoin dropping down to 5 cents like he does. So I have a different opinion, and he's just basing it on the last 3 months. And the last 3 months is not going to continue. And we've seen that for the past week as Dogecoin is turning around. It's the markets. It's the way the markets work. I've been around a while. Zach, what you're saying only works if you bought up at the high, right? Nobody knew that crypto was going to peak there in the middle of December, where you're looking back, oh, it's easy, right? I should have sold all my crypto and bought bonds and held them for 3 months. Now it's easy to go back and see that, but nobody was saying that then. But I wasn't buying 3 months ago. I bought 2.5 years ago. So I made millions of dollars on my crypto. I'm just saying, guys. Yeah. Right. He's not going to make it. Exactly. Exactly. Not going to make it. But hey, he buys his bonds and Doge continues its move up. He misses out. Hey, Lucky, how are you? Yeah, ZN GMI. Bonds. That's going to be our safe word, right? We have a new safe word. Bonds. Oh. The KrissPax safe word for the stream is bonds. I know, Ryan, right? It's like, man. Bond. Doge bond. Not a regular leverage trader. Tried it out. Well, good luck, Art. But I don't want you to lose on your bet, but it is risky. Be careful. If Dogecoin, let's say if Dogecoin makes it as a currency, what would be a good medium price? $1. I think $1 would be a good medium price for Dogecoin. I have never bought a bond, Jay. Never bought a bond. Sorry. House of Doge can create a bond. We'll ask them. Don't call me buddy. You do that again, you're banned. Don't like that. Okay? But good luck with your recession. Off to take your Doge to the vet. Good luck. Oh, annual checkup? Okay, not bad. The toilet paper crisis put a huge dent in my faith for humanity. Exactly. Hoarding toilet paper. Never would have believed it. Saroj, 36-cent average price. Long way to go, but we will be here all along the way. Yeah, if you've got chickens, that's a good investment right now. Ryan's still up over 200% on Doge. Not going to get that on bonds. Even despite the last 3 months, still up. Yeah, and I can just show this portfolio, right? And the Dogecoin that we have here is still up over 200%. Despite the last 3 months, still up over 200%. It's all good. He's got his opinion. But Zach, what happens when the market goes up? Dogecoin outperforms the market. That's the other side of the coin. I got a guy that sells bonds. We'll talk about how much Doge everybody gets on Sunday, and it's not going to be the same amount for everybody. You will learn that on Sunday. I've already hinted at that, how I'm doing it. I got a spreadsheet because that's what I do, and you'll all get it, and it makes sense, and it's fair. Sunday. I'm not following Pengu at all lifelong. I mean, it's a token that was created to support NFTs. I'm not into NFTs, and I'm not into tokens. So, sorry, do not follow Pengu. All eyes on bonds. Never Never Land is coming. I know, Bruce. It's getting close, isn't it? It's getting close. Pepe, Pepe will probably go on another run, but it's been beaten down hard. The time to have made money on Pepe was last year. I don't think you're going to make as much this year. Well, Zach, why don't you just start your own YouTube channel and you can talk about bonds and the coming recession and see how many viewers you get. They'll be flocking to you. Bonds, buy bonds. Try that out. Tell me how that works. Crypto and bonds, not a linear relationship. Yep. The address to the Doge piggy bank is in the description below. I have my wallet address, my DES wallet. Zach is a good bear. He's a bear. I get it. At least he has taken the time to let me know his position. However, at this point, I don't agree with it. Just because we've had a 3-month retracement doesn't mean it's going to continue, as I have continually said. And what have we seen in the trading? We have seen this. That's a pretty good beginning of a great market turnaround, showing good positive trading upwards. This is not saying anything to me that Dogecoin is going to 5 cents. There's nothing in this trading that says the 5-cent Dogecoin is coming. Don't see it at all. So, I don't know. Doesn't look like it to me. Mm-hmm. 40 cents in April. I need to do more research on that, Lucky. Not ready to talk about April yet. I mean, I just showed you what Coin Codex said, and they're like 84 cents in April. And it's like, okay, that is pretty bullish. I need to look into that, and I will do that. Hey, Jay, I get it. I get it. I'm giving him a platform, and I'm still responding to him, and I'm not banning him or anything like that, right? Because he does have an opinion. I don't agree with it. That's what I'm saying. Praying it goes up. Wow, Zach, you don't know me at all. Praying it goes up. You weren't watching me 2.5 years ago, Zach. Right after Bitcoin dumped to 15.6 after the FTX crash. And I started talking about wealth building. And that wealth building was not on the back of bonds. It was on the back of crypto. And in a little over 2 years, I proved the point by making over $2 million in crypto. It's all timing, dude. It's all the timing. You're looking at a 3-month window of time, a retrace in an extended bull cycle. And on a day where Dogecoin is outperforming most of the market, and you're coming in here telling people to sell Dogecoin and buy bonds. I'm just saying, your timing is all off, dude. You're all off. But hey, you do you. Good luck with your bonds. It's not rigged, it's bonded. Oh, and then we got Judge Bibbles coming in, our other bear. Hey, Bibbles, how you doing? Between you and Jay and Zach, we have a trio of bears in the house. Bibbles. Well, so far, Doge is looking pretty good so far. Looking pretty good. 45 minutes, huh? So at 6 o'clock, we're going to start to see a big dump in Doge. Okay. Is bonds a token or a coin? That was good. I know, Charlotte, right? I don't know why Jay is defending the guy so much. But I don't even know where to buy bonds. I've never tried. I have no idea. Bonds. Everybody buy bonds. $ bonds. Some stupid token. Historically, April is the second bullish month after November. That is true over history. Yeah, we can look at it on the monthly. April. April is awesome. It has had some red months in certain years, usually during a bear market. We do get that. Like, well, last year, a year ago, but that was after the 87% gain in March. And then there was a 40% pullback, lost half its value. Green, red, look at that, 2021, 500%. 2020, 34%. 2019, 24%. 2018, 85%. 2017, 124%. Those are pretty good green months. And particularly following 2 red months, then to go a green, 84%. 2 red months, green, 34%. So, and look at March. March could actually turn out to be a green month now. We're only down 5% now. If this run continues, March could actually turn green. I would say that was bullish. I would say bullish to that. I'll be doging in my home during the recession. It's certainly a good feeling knowing that I had conviction of something, played it out, and now have a house with no mortgage, no bank. Get the banks out of my life. And we'll do it again next cycle. But we're not done with this cycle yet. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate it. $1 Doge party in Boston. An after party in your penthouse suite, Kevo? I think I'd buy a pudgy penguin before I bought a bond. Yeah, Nick, it's a good point. I have a different opinion than he does. I said my case, he said his case, but he doesn't have to make fun of anybody. Good evening, Sunshine. The House of Bonds. Sheeb starting to move. Sheeb, 1392. It touched 14. Couldn't hold it. Zoom out, see what Sheeb's up to. Well, Sheeb's actually it's starting to turn around as well. Starting to loop up. We're going to be looking at these big cup and handles on all these cryptos pretty soon. Because we're going to end up with, a lot of these, right? We're going to do a lot of that coming up, I think. And Sheeb is just one of them. We'll see. Doge is getting pretty close. It's kind of a flat bottomed cup, though. What's up, Mars? How are you? You have a red check mark. Yes, Ely. You've been a member longer. So on Sunday, we'll show how much Doge each level gets. It's based on how many months you've been a member. It's graduated. 007. Niels, I understand recession fears due to the tariffs. And again, that is a left liberal response that is not shared on the right and is not shared by Kriss. So I don't think the tariffs are going to have quite the impact that the liberal media is screaming about. I don't think you're going to see that. But hey, I'm just a guy on the internet. What do I know? I've only been doing this like a long time. $200, 50x leverage. Well, good luck, Damien. I don't want you to lose. It's just be careful. Craig thinks 80 cents. Peak doing well, Gavin? Yes. Peak is doing well. Look at that. Peak moving up. It hit 16.5. Now about 15.5 or so. But yeah, we are getting some nice trading action of Peak on these big runs here. So there is some volatility there in the Peak chart here. which is good to see. Better than what it was doing, where it was just flat and just like slowly going down. We're getting some good volume of trading and some good runs. So just a little something called crypto. Jeffrey, please don't call me buddy. I don't like that. Crow doing well. Nice run on Crow. It's gonna fall back down. It'll be below 10 cents pretty soon. I don't have as much confidence in Crow being able to hold gains as I do Dogecoin, because that's how Crow trades. It's different. Crow will be back down in the 9s tonight. Not financial advice, but almost guaranteed, because that's how Crow trades. But yeah, this was a nice run for Crow yesterday. And that was all on the backs of Trump. Trump is going to be minting some NFTs on the crypto.com platform this time. So it got a good pump out of that, but it's not going to hold. That's just the way Crow trades. So a funny meme, everyone's exes will magically come back in your life when the bag of Doge reaches $1. Yep. Exactly. Yep. They make fun of you about Dogecoin now, but I know, Bibbles is back. You get bonds with your Tupperware. One bond equals one bond. You guys are awesome. Not for long, because all eyes are on Doge.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge.
There you go. Resistance lines for Doge. Yeah, we covered this in yesterday's stream, but let's see what we got now. Yeah, this is this line up here, 21 cents. So this 21 cent line is going to be a big one to get over, because that was sort of some big trading that we had back here in February. So that's our next big resistance, is 21 cents. But 19 cents might be stubborn. We'll see. Are we going to be able to hold it as support, or is it going to drift a little lower? Bitcoin again not helping us, not holding 88K. So that's what we got right now. Yeah, people looked at history, Sunshine, I know. They even had a commission to figure out how to spend all of the money that the country was making because of the tariffs. It's all about stop losses. Hey, Damien, if you've got stop losses set, good. That's good, prudent trading. It's not all or nothing. Yeah, KB, I think, again, you probably had another YouTube handle or another account. That's what Weather Girl thought, and that's what I think as well. Buddy's just so demeaning, Vance. It really is. Hey, buddy. I don't like it. Maybe that's just my thing. I don't know. But yeah, Chris, or Ryan, yes, we're buddies. Just don't call me buddy. I just hate that. It's just really derogatory. Pushing war bonds? I don't know about that. Members only giveaway coming up. Sunday, we're going to do the live stream. We're going to go through how it all works. You get a check mark next to your name when you become a member of the channel. Exactly, Weather Girl, what I just said. More than one YouTube account. I still think that's it. We've told KB that a number of times. Nick, if my exes come around when Doge hits $1, I'm selling it 96 cents first to get away. Thanks, Yadira. Yeah, that's a fun video. All eyes on Doge. It's coming, Bibbles. Got the countdown going. Yeah, well, I'm going to be off before then because I got to go. It's Tuesday night. I got to change. Going out to dinner. Tuesday night. I'm not your buddy, pal. Right, exactly. Yeah, pal. Pal. Oh. Yeah, and bud. Pal. Yeah, all of that. It's just... don't like it. And it's down in the description below is my wallet address. Wallet to wallet transfer. Others have been doing it. Taco Tuesday, but no, we're not having tacos. We got this Asian fusion place we're going to. Good Asian, spicy Asian mix. It changes. It's sort of variated how it changes. Changes after a couple weeks, and then a month, and then another month, and then it goes 2 months, and then it goes 6 months or something like that. The color changes. Oakland A's are accepting Dogecoin to purchase tickets. Yeah, they started doing that last year. Homie. Oh, God. See you, Kevo. Hey, boss. Here we go. All right, I like that one. Hey, boss. How do you become a member? Robert, you go over here to the KrissPax channel, my main channel, youtube.com/@KrissPax. And right under my picture, there's this thing called Our Members. And then you come over here and you hit the join button. And that's where you join. You can't do it on an iPhone. Go to a computer. Some say Android works. I don't have an Android, so I don't know. But most say Android works. But a computer works. And then you join the channel. You get your name in green in the chat. You get a check mark next to your name. You get to use these fun emojis. Join the channel. Have fun. We'll see tomorrow, Jay. Doge price flying. Yep, I'm going to go myself, guys. Everybody tuning out. I'm going to tune out too. I hope everyone has a great evening. Tomorrow morning's video is going to get into those coin codex numbers and what is going on with 80-cent Dogecoin by the middle of April. I'm going to dive into that. We'll be live again Wednesday afternoon. See how Doge has been trading overnight and through the day tomorrow. I hope everyone has a great evening. I'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.